Good evening and welcome to ABC 31 News Tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. Tonight's big story is a deadly fire that might have started in a kitchen. Firefighters say 55-year-old Jesse Bias was found dead in a home on Martin Luther King Drive. State fire marshals think unattended cooking may be the cause. They found melted remnants of a cooking pot on the stove. That investigation continues. Alexandria police are investigating the death of a man early this morning. EMS was called to a home on the 200 block of Evangeline Lane around 5:30. They tried but were not able to revive a 24-year-old man. His identity is not being released at this time. Police can't say yet if foul play was involved. A repeat offender is in trouble once again. Alexandria police arrested 68-year-old Ellis Kitchen yesterday at a business in the 1400 block of MacArthur Drive. He's accused of trying to steal about $700 worth of merchandise. Police say Ellis, who is homeless, has been arrested 5 times so far this year. The last arrest happened last month. Overall, this is his 62nd booking into Rapides Parish Detention Center. Louisiana State Police Troop E conducts a monthly child passenger safety seat checkup event. The approximately 3 out of 4 child seats are not used correctly, and it's a proven fact. The car seats and booster seats save lives when used properly.
We are having our monthly car seat event. It is the second Wednesday of every month from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. on the Medical Terrace driveway. And so we will be checking seats and installing seats to make sure that they are properly installed. Some of the common errors that we see is that the seat belt is not tight enough, so the seat moves around. A lot of times parents will say, well, when I turn the corner, my child goes like this. So that seat belt is not tight enough, and there are different things that we can do to make it tighter. Another common error we see is they install it with both the seat belt and the lower anchors, and you either use one or the other, not both. The seat is not tested like that, crash tested like that, so it puts too much strain on the seat.
The monthly child seat safety check is a partnership between Rapides Regional Medical Center and Louisiana State Police. Troop E troopers and technicians are available 7 days a week to inspect car seats, and appointments are free. The Rapides Parish School Board held a meeting last night to discuss the motion to take no action on the superintendent's proposals of closing and merging local schools. The proposal was quickly dismissed at the beginning of that meeting.
I think it was a great decision to take no action. The superintendent's proposal was to close certain schools. When you close certain schools, you affect the community. Each community is made up of school, houses, church, some form of recreation. And when you take away one of those entities, you sort of destroy the concept of the community.
The decision means that for now, no schools will be closed or merged. Other changes will still be considered to improve schools that have failing ranks. Crest Industries' second annual Job Shadowing Day for junior and senior students in the Rapides Parish School District took place today. The event allowed students to preview the world of work and get a closer look at the different fields of engineering, marketing, human resources, drafting and design, and more. A local organization can now reach out to the community better thanks to a new partnership. The mission of the Family Justice Center in Central Louisiana is to end family violence, make victims safe, and provide long-term support for victims and children through a number of services. Today, they were joined by the Senla Chamber of Commerce for a ribbon cutting to celebrate their opening and partnership with the Chamber. And the Chamber also held a ribbon cutting for Bennett's Small Homes. The homes encourage residents to see what living large in a small space is all about. These homes are easy to maintain, affordable, energy efficient, and great for senior living. We're looking at some hazy conditions for our Wednesday night. Chief Meteorologist Chris Summers is here with a look at your weather now.
Hey Scott, yeah, definitely going to see some patchy fog develop overnight tonight and into early tomorrow morning. It's got a lot of moisture in the air and temperatures dropping back into the 60s overnight tonight. It will turn sunny and warm though once again as we get into the afternoon hours of our Thursday. Some pretty nice conditions expected here in central Louisiana for Thursday afternoon. Even on Friday looking very nice. We'll see sunshine continue on the warm side, but the weekend does bring some chances of storms back to our forecast. So our Easter holiday weekend is looking a little more dicey as far as rain chances going. About a 40 to 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms on Saturday, and keeping that chance of rain around for Sunday as well. But temperatures on the warmer side, again low 80s expected the next several days and dry until the weekend. That's when that next chance of storms returns to our area. So we'll talk more about that with your 7-day forecast coming up in just a few more minutes.
The Christus Cabrini Foundation 36th annual ball is coming up. This year's theme is Passion for Pink in honor of Angie Roberts.
She was a beloved associate at Cabrini Hospital, and she succumbed to breast cancer and passed away. And this was her kind of wish to hold a Passion for Pink ball to kind of celebrate survivors of cancer. It's going to be over the top. We've got a Jet 7 is the band. It's a cover band from Lafayette. It's going to be catered by Red River Grill. It's going to be nice.
The ball will take place on April 29th at the Alexandria Riverfront Center. Tickets are still available. An Easter egg hunt is part of the main branch of the Rapides Parish Library's annual Extravaganza. The event began with music in the library's children's room before finishing up with the hunt and, of course, pictures with the Easter Bunny. After the break, the latest on Secretary of State Rex Tillerson's meetings in Russia today, where he spoke with President Vladimir Putin. Plus, the fallout continues for United Airlines, the company's CEO apologizing again and promising immediate changes. ABC 31 News will be right back.
ABC 31 KLAX, the exclusive provider of ABC programming in Central Louisiana. We are the only station where you can watch new, first-run ABC programs like Dancing with the Stars, Designated Survivor,
Strike the enemy.
Grey's Anatomy.
Rays can deliver.
Damn right.
Hi, I'm Michael Bailey. Call me at the number on the screen. See how easy and affordable television advertising can be.
Secretary of State Rex Tillerson continues talks with Russian leaders, including President Vladimir Putin. The two met today as top U.S. officials are still calling on Russia to stop covering for Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. ABC's Janae Norman is tracking the latest developments from Washington.
Today was full of tough talks for Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and top Russian leaders. Amid high tensions between the U.S. and Russia, Tillerson says there's a low level of trust.
The world's two foremost nuclear powers cannot have this kind of relationship.
During a news conference with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov, Tillerson spoke of his meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin, listing the areas where the two nations find common ground.
We agree we want to deny a safe haven for terrorists who want to attack both of our countries. We agree that North Korea has to be denuclearized.
He says the two also share a desire for a unified and stable Syria, and that there needs to be more senior-level communication between the White House and the Kremlin. But as for those areas of disagreement, Lavrov says the U.S. strikes on Syria escalated the situation, adding there needs to be an honest investigation of the chemical attacks alleged to have come from the Assad regime. As the UN Security Council votes on a resolution regarding the attack, Ambassador Nikki Haley is calling on the Russians to join the international community.
It is long past time for Russia to stop covering for Assad. It is long past time for Russia to push seriously for peace and not continue to be part of the problem.
While Putin is still casting doubt over whether the Assad regime used chemical weapons, Secretary Tillerson says the international community is sure the regime directed and executed the attack, adding it's just the latest in more than 50 occasions of the regime using chemical weapons. Janae Norman, ABC News, Washington.
The San Bernardino community comes together to remember a dedicated teacher and a beloved student. School district and city leaders addressed the mournful crowd at a candlelight vigil last night held at North Park Elementary School, the site of Monday's deadly shooting. A special education teacher's estranged husband entered a full classroom and shot the teacher and student, then killed himself. The second student who was shot is recovering at a hospital. The CEO of United Airlines is speaking exclusively with ABC News as protests grow against his company. The removal of a passenger has sparked global outrage. The head of the airline is now apologizing and announcing some immediate changes. ABC's Kenneth Moten has the exclusive interview.
A turbulent few days for United Airlines.
You saw us at a bad moment, and this will never happen again.
CEO Oscar Munoz exclusively told ABC News the word shame comes to mind after United passenger David Dow was violently dragged off a Chicago to Louisville flight Sunday. The airline kicked off the Kentucky doctor to make room for 4 crew members.
The first thing I think is important to say is to apologize to Dr. Dow.
Munoz reversing course after first blaming Dow, calling him disruptive and belligerent. The CEO now saying his initial words fell short.
Do you think he's at fault in any way?
No, he can't be. He was a paying passenger sitting on our seat in our aircraft, and no one should be treated that way.
The incident sparking outrage and protests at Chicago O'Hare, but it could also bring changes to the airline industry. Members of Congress taking notice, demanding answers. The CEO now promising big changes, like no more law enforcement pulling off bumped passengers.
It was a system failure. We have not provided our frontline supervisors and managers and individuals with the proper tools, policies, procedures that allow them to use their common sense.
Late this afternoon, United announced a refund for every passenger on that plane, including Dr. Dow, whose high-profile personal injury attorneys in Chicago say is still recovering. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, New York.
And it'll be interesting to see how this affects overbooking in the future.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of their problem. I mean, they started the problem by overbooking the flights, so now they're trying to figure out how to fix that problem, and hopefully they do get it fixed very soon. They're going to have to do it soon, actually, that's for sure.
I think so.
But weather-wise around here, we're enjoying some very nice temperatures out there. Temperatures in the low 80s here late this afternoon. 82 degrees, our high temperature, a little bit above our normal of 77. Record high for this date, 89, back in 1949. And we'll talk more about some warmer weather across the next couple of days, but also the threat of rain returns for the weekend, and we'll detail that when we come back.
When it comes to cleaning up the streets of Boston,
this is who I am. This is what I do. Now get me in there. He did it, and I know where the proof is.
It's ladies first. Rizzoli and Isles.
Weekends at 11 on KLAX TV.
And welcome back, everyone. A good Wednesday evening to you. Some beautiful weather out there today. Temperatures into the low 80s. Some sunshine, but some clouds came in too as we headed out throughout the day. Now, a little bit overnight tonight, we'll start to see some fog increase across our region. And by tomorrow morning, we may see some patchy fog here in central Louisiana. But once the fog does lift out of here by 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, then sunshine and warm weather right back into our forecast. Highs into the upper 70s to low 80s. Once again, and we're going to continue warm and sunny as we head to Thursday too, even into the end of the work week. We're going to stay dry with some sunshine and warmer temperatures here through Friday. But right now the weekend does look like we could see some scattered showers and thunderstorms back into our forecast. The best chance really comes on Saturday, but have to keep an isolated chance of some storms in the forecast on Easter Sunday as well. Let's take a look at our surface map then as we head into your Thursday. Again, just warm weather in the forecast once again as we see this warm weather basically set up the shop here in central Louisiana for not only Thursday but into Friday too. But already seeing our next system off to our west, some showers and thunderstorms through parts of Texas, Oklahoma, back up into Kansas as well. That's going to be a slow mover, and so it's going to take a couple days to get here. So we'll be okay Thursday, we'll be okay Friday as far as no rain goes. But by the time we get to the weekend, that's when it does get close enough to at least bring the chances of scattered showers and thunderstorms back to our area for both Saturday and Sunday. But Thursday looking pretty good once again. A little patchy fog to start the day. Temperature around 60 at 7 o'clock in the morning. 79 by noon, partly to mostly sunny. And looking for high temperatures reaching about 82 by the time we get into the afternoon hours of our Thursday. Southeast winds about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Outside right now, it's still enjoying some beautiful weather. Sunny skies, temperature at 80 degrees. That dew point up to 58. And that makes our temperature, makes you feel like 80 degrees as well. East-northeast winds at 7 miles per hour as our pressure is holding steady. Temperatures across our area today, again, upper 70s to low 80s, a few degrees above where we should be as we get into this time in April. And again, keeping temperatures pretty warm here next couple of days, but then by the weekend, that's when that threat of rain does return to our forecast. But for tonight, 58 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Again, that fog developing after midnight and then into early tomorrow morning. Southeast winds around 5 miles per hour. 82 degrees, our high temperature. As we head into our Thursday, again, partly sunny skies expected. Southeast winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Keeping those 80s in temperatures in our forecast through Friday too, partly to mostly sunny skies. 82 degrees the high on Friday. For the weekend right now, again, some showers and thunderstorms possible both Saturday and Sunday. and 78 degrees the high on Saturday, 81 degrees by Sunday, keeping the threat of rain in the forecast even into early next week. Monday and Tuesday could see some more rain chances around, low 80s expected. But then by Wednesday, we finally clear it out and bring some warm weather back to our area, up to 85 for a high Wednesday, with partly to mostly sunny skies middle part of next week. Scott?
Thank you, Chris. You might be wearing a popular fitness device right now, but a popular function on these gadgets might not be as accurate as you think. With more, here's Dr. Timothy Johnson.
A shiny, expensive activity tracker on your wrist, which doctors hope will encourage you to get moving by doing its daily job of tracking your steps, your sleep. But is it doing its job when it comes to checking your heart rate? Not so well, according to a new study. Researchers at the University of Wisconsin at Madison looked at 4 brands of wrist-worn activity trackers, comparing their pulse tracking prowess against that of an EKG, which doctors know is accurate. They found even the most accurate of these devices could be off by 5 beats per minute when users were at rest. The least accurate was off by 23 beats per minute at rest. And during exercise, all the trackers performed even worse, with the most accurate potentially off by 23 beats per minute, the least accurate off by 41 beats per minute. That could be a difference that makes you think your heart is really benefiting when it's not. So if you use one of these wrist activity trackers, know their limitations, because while they are good for motivating you to exercise and be more active, they are not a medical device or accurate gauge of your health. To check your pulse, try the old-fashioned way. Put your finger on the pulse in your neck or wrist and count beats for 15 seconds and then multiply by 4. With this Medical Minute, I'm Dr. Timothy Johnson.
If you tend to be a night owl, might be in your DNA. Scientists have identified a gene mutation that delays the body's internal clock. Carriers of this gene had nighttime sleep delays of 2 to 2.5 hours, as well as irregular sleep patterns. Not all night owls can blame this gene for their sleep woes, but the mutation does affect up to 10% of the population. Apple loses its top spot on a laptop list, and Instagram continues to copy Snapchat. Jane King is at the NASDAQ market site with those stories and more in today's Tech Report.
Laptop Magazine said Apple has fallen from its top position on the 10 best brands rankings for laptops. In fact, it fell from 1st to 5th place. That's after the iPhone maker drew modest review scores. Lenovo took the top spot on this year's list, followed by Asus, Dell, and HP. The annual ranking looks to see which laptops offer the best combination of quality, innovation, support, design, and value. Well, Instagram has incorporated disappearing messages into its own platform. Sounds a lot like Snapchat. Instagram users can now send vanishing photos and videos to individuals or groups of friends directly in messages. Well, Fitbit's GPS smartwatch reportedly will not launch until the fall. Yahoo Finance says they've been plagued by production issues. Fitbit is also expected to release Bluetooth headphones. And an app called Hooked is the hottest selling on the app stores right now. It's an app for reading bite-sized stories in text message form. It's even surpassed Bitmoji, Instagram, and Snapchat. And reviewers love it because it's incredibly simple to use, and its stories keep you on the edge of your seat. From the NASDAQ market site in Times Square, I'm Jane King with your Tech Report.
Coming up in sports, it's a big day for the NSU track team, and we'll hear from the NSU baseball coach as the team gets ready for another 3 games on the road.
When a case seems unsolvable, they see the incredible. Murder, motive, secrets. Bones Weekends.
Watch Bones weekends on KLAX ABC 31.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Charlie Lapastora. How about the NSU track team? They highlight the start of our sports segment tonight. For the women's track team, it's Bahamas native Jermica McBride that will be having a huge month. It's because later in the month, McBride will be participating on at least one of the Bahamas relay teams in the International Association of Athletics Federation's World Relays. The relays will be in the Bahamas, composed of more than 700 athletes from 42 nations. McBride said, "I am excited to represent my home country." For the men's team, it's Amir James who was awarded the Southland Conference Athlete of the Week. James ran 2 top 6 times in the nation for the 100 and 200 meter dash over the weekend at the Baylor Invitational. The All-American is currently the Southland's leading 200 meter sprinter. It's the second time he's won this award so far this season. From the track to the baseball diamond, the NSU baseball team lost 3 straight on the road and have 3 more away games, hoping to turn that all around. It'll start Thursday night at Southeastern Louisiana, and it'll be the first time the team has played on a Thursday night this season. They're playing a Southeastern Louisiana team that is 13-3 at home. Let's hear from Coach Barbier on that matchup and from Devin Baer as he was featured on the NSU site.
Not a whole lot because there's no midweek game. So it's one of those deals, you let it affect you if you want it to let it affect you. You know, if you're tough enough to understand that these pitchers might have to move up a day in the rotation, that's really not a whole lot considering, I mean, if you look at those big league guys on, you know, every 5th day. So it's really not a lot, but it's something they're not used to. So we kind of do it with those guys on feel. Some guys might want to throw their normal bullpen day on a day like today and just take the day off, a day shorter afterwards. Some guys might want to give themselves, you know, take the day shorter on the front end instead of the back end. So it's a new opportunity, you know, it is. We've gotten some starters that have done a good job and given us good starts, and they just got to be tough enough to be able to come out on one day shorter rest.
Get you hyped up before a game?
Definitely Metallica. I always listen to Metallica every time before I play.
Certain song?
Enter Sandman. Any Metallica is good with me.
Well, some big news for the La Tech softball team. The Lady Techsters signed the Louisiana Gatorade Player of the Year. She's Holy Savior Menard High School pitcher Jensen Howell, who signed a national letter of intent to play for the Lady Techsters softball program. She originally committed to Ole Miss. Howell is 4-time All-State, 4-time All-District, and a 4-time All-Central Louisiana honoree. The Pelicans were on the West Coast Tuesday, playing late into Tuesday night, so if you fell asleep watching the game, no worries, we got your back tonight. Anthony Davis and Boogie Cousins, as you can see, got the rest for the night, but Quinn Cook says we're going to be all right. Finds Jeru Holiday. Holiday lays it up, lays it in for the Pelicans, but you got to see this. Brandon Ingram drive and dunk. That's what you call a little posterization, and behind Meta World Pieces, 18 points was a season high for him as he got the start on what could have been his final game at the Staples Center. The Lakers, they would get the 108-96 win. Well, recently retired Dallas Cowboys QB Tony Romo is already back on another team for another sport, just for a night though, as Romo was a Mav for a day. Yes, Romo suited up for the Dallas Mavericks. It included a press conference, warming up for the team, and being a part of the team intros. Romo was an all-state hooper in high school. How about that? I didn't know Tony Romo could hoop.
For him.
Yeah, that was cool.
Thanks, Charlie.
No problem, Scott.
Well, this next story could have been a catastrophe, but this feline is fine. What happened when it crashed a Major League Baseball game? Next.
Stay connected with KLAX ABC 31. Visit us online anytime. Get today's top stories and trending topics. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter. See our pics on Instagram. Watch us on YouTube. And make KLAXTV.com your home for local news and information. Plus, download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
Miami Marlins had a surprise visitor during their home opener against the Atlanta Braves last night. A cat somehow found its way into Marlins Park and delayed the start of the 6th inning. Marlins right fielder tried to help the cat, but it ran along the outfield wall instead, and then the scaredy cat ended up scaling the wall until it settled on the Marlins home run statue. Once the kitty was safely out of the way, play continued, and the Marlins beat the Braves 8-4.
That's always good.
Well, at least it's not a black cat. You kind of suspicious-wise, you know.
It looks like a black cat.
Yeah, superstition-wise.
Maybe lucky for him.
Lucky for them, I guess. That's right.
Yeah.
Well, have a great night, and thanks for watching ABC 31 News.
KLAX is the exclusive provider of ABC and MeTV programming here in Central Louisiana. We're the only station where you can watch new ABC programs like Dancing with the Stars, Designated Survivor, and Grey's Anatomy, just to name a few.
That's what family does. We take care of each other.
I'm proud of you.
The warmth
of your love.
And if classic TV programs like Bonanza, Andy Griffin, Batman, or Carol Burnett is more your style, then MeTV's the station for you. As an advertiser, you'll want your products and services presented to these loyal viewers. Our sales team is equipped to prove we can generate new customers and new revenue for your business.
I'll tell you what, it pays to advertise.
And we have a number of low-risk advertising programs designed to prove we work. Call our media consultant team today for a no-risk assessment on how we can help you grow your business. We're ready to prove we work.
Predators better pray.
Crime Watch Daily airs weekdays at 3 on KLAX TV.